Hello guys, welcome to my video. Today I'll be doing Liverpool vs Leicester City preview of the Carabao Cup. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and like the video if you enjoy it, and comment what you think about the video. So let's just do that. So Leicester City vs Liverpool. Of course, we have a game against them 4 days later. So what's the possibilities that we can win this match? It's about how serious we take this. Last season we took it serious. We got knocked out by Southampton at the semi-final. This year, if we take it seriously, we could go far. I think if we play our second team, it's still good enough to beat Leicester City's team because they're not going to put their strongest side out, in my opinion. Obviously, that does affect the game as well. If Leicester City put a strong side, then we could lose that match. I think it's about how serious we take it. Last season we took it seriously. We went to semi-finals. The season before, Klopp again took it seriously and we went to the final. But this season, there's a Champions League. 3 games in a row. So in 7 days, we've played 3 games. That's a lot. So we're gonna make that in 10 days 4 games for the big for the good squad, and they will just be exhausted, I reckon, because then we have a very, very important game in the Premier League, because when we're going well, then a very, very big game in the Champions League as well. So then we have a good rest there. So we have to. It's about how seriously Klopp takes it. I think we'll play the second team, because when are we going to play players like Ben Woodburn, Danny Wood? When are we going to play them if we don't play them now? You know what I mean? It would just be a waste, in my opinion. This cup is to play younger players. When we get to quarterfinal, semi-final, then to play the strong squad, because it's silverware. But now I feel like we can get through with the younger team, and who knows? Woodburn might be a Marcus Rashford. That's why we need to give them chances. In the goalkeeping position, Daniel Wood, he did very well when he was out on loan at Huddersfield and Aberdeen. He's arguably, if he gets experience, he can be better than Mignolet and Karius. You know what I mean? So I reckon he needs to start. So Daniel Wood in goal, the 2 centre backs, Lovren and Klavan, just because we don't have enough. And I think Joe Gomez got a red card in the Champions League. The problem is, Klopp always likes to play them like one game, but in the Champions League he can't play. So in the League Cup, 3 days before, Trent played. So is Trent going to again play? You never know. If Trent again plays, then everything can work out. But I'm going to predict John Flanagan on the right side. Left side, I know Robertson played, but he's played 2 times this season. He's still fit, very fit. I mean, 3 days later, players can play in 2 games in 3 days. It's just about how exhausted they are. I mean, this team is exhausted like the first team. But Robertson's just only played 2 games for us in his career, so he's fresh. In the midfield, now this is a hard one. The midfield 3, I'm going to go for Oxlade-Chamberlain, because he's our second most expensive sign and didn't even play it. I thought he might start against Burnley, but he didn't. So he needs to play in the Carabao Cup, you know what I mean? If he didn't, he's probably going to be disappointed. He's going to be like, why didn't I pick Chelsea? How dumb am I? Then there could be Ejaria, I don't know, but I'm going to go for Grujic. I feel like Klopp bought him and he hasn't tried him enough. He needs to try him, Klopp, I reckon. And one more midfielder. This is a hard one. This is very, very hard, you know what I mean? But we have to go for someone. I'm going to go for Ejaria. But we can see Ben Woodburn at the midfield as well. Oof. I don't know, but I'm going to go for the up front, like the front 3 of Ben Woodburn on the left. On the right side, well, I feel like they can play cam striker and 2 strikers, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to say 3 attackers. I think it will be Solanke, Sturridge, and Woodburn. So Sturridge, Solanke and Woodburn would start in the front three, but I don't know in which form they would start in. The free midfield will be Chamberlain. Who else was it? It was Grujic and Ijaria. Man, this is hard. This is very hard. So Ijaria, Oxlade-Chamberlain, and Marco Grujic, the front three. I don't know how they'll be right wing, Cam. I don't know. Just the front three: Sturridge, Solanke, Ben Woodburn. If you ask me why Sturridge, he did play 3 days earlier, so it wouldn't surprise me if he's dropped. Maybe Danny comes in, but he's injury prone. He might be get dropped, but I think he'll play. He Klopp said he seems the best since I've came here, so he might be ready. I don't know. Solanke, he needs to start. He was good when he came on, but he missed a chance. Unluckily, Woodburn, he's just a star. We saw that at Wales. He got an assist and a goal for Wales. He needs to start a bit more. And my prediction for the game is Liverpool 3, Leicester City 1. I hope that happens. I hope we progress. I hope we get this cup because silverware means everything in football. That's it from me, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Comment what you think. Bye-bye.